Welcome everybody. We are back. We are live. We're in action. We are getting things figured out. One thing that I feel like I had to learn this year was not taking things so personally. You know, a lot of times I feel like because Sagittarius we are empathic people, sometimes if we feel some type of way about something, like we can really like take it to heart and we'll really start to feel like personally attacked, when it's like sometimes we have to think that, you know, maybe that person was going through something that day, or you know, maybe they just weren't feeling it, even though that's not my problem. But I don't know. First topic I want to get in tonight though, 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson. Shanquella Robinson is from North Carolina. She went out with her friends, you know, they went to Mexico. Ciao. This case is just, it's a mess. Like, it's a whole mess in itself. And this is why I would say off the branch of things of taking things personal, because sometimes you have to take it personal to be observant. Shanquella went to Mexico with 3 guys, 2 other females. This is the thing about this case. There's a lot of different updates that have been coming out about this case. Let's come to find out, the girls did hit it. They were in Mexico, but the girl, her name is DWAYNE Jackson. She hit it. She went back to America. She came back to America. But no, baby. You need to go back to the Mexico lands where you did the dirt at, where you did the time, where you did the crime. Because baby, that's not right. But the reports are saying that they're actually going to charge her for something called femicide, because in Mexico they have something specifically tailored for women who are subject to violent crimes. It's called a femicide. Now this can be female on female crime, or this can be male on female crime as well. But nonetheless, it was a femicide. Now let's just break this whole thing down. None of it makes sense. Her age, she was 25 years old. That reminds me of the whole Takeoff situation. Like, even with the Migos, like, we're dying too young. We're dying way too young these days. And some situations are situational. You know, rest in peace also to Takeoff. Broke niggas stand to the left. My rich niggas stand to the right. Back to Shanquella Robinson. She went to Mexico with one of her friends, with a male friend. I don't know her relationship to the other people there on the vacation, but she didn't really know them like that. Like, they were not her Judys, they were not her Radadas, they were not her day ones. So apparently they played, it was given card game went wrong, because they were playing a game. Apparently one of the girls, the girl DWAYNE, she felt some type of way. And the video, there is footage that's released. Now there is a video of DWAYNE approaching Shanquella while she's in her bed sleep. She told her to get up, and she told her that she wanted to fight. Now, you know, see, that's the thing, you know, people, these girls, they're so ready to fight, but it's just like, you have to be aware of the consequences. You have to be aware of what you're actually going to get yourself into, because especially when drinks are involved, and you know, when you don't know the different health circumstances of an individual, sometimes you think you about to duke it out, but really you're about to end somebody's life. You just never know. That's why you have to be careful. But now this is where things start taking a turn. The Mexican authorities, now once they got, because one of the girls, now there were 2 girls, not including Shanquella, and there were 3 guys there, including Shanquella's homeboy that she came with. Now, that's the thing about it. Now, I don't know if there were niggas around the mix, but it's just like, this day and age, like, I just feel like niggas are way too comfortable. Now, we all love the mess. We love the mess. We love the tea. We love the shade. But why aren't the men of the world, whether you're in United States, whether you're in Mexico, whether you're in Spain, you are a man of the world. Why are you not stopping this violence? Like, it's not cute, it's not funny. It's like we see it all the time on these YouTube videos. The guys are laughing, they think it's funny. You, like, what is all of this about? Night before, there was a video of the night before. I think this might have been the night that they first got there. Shanquella was asleep. She was chilling. Now, there was a video of the guy coming up towards her, like recording her, like, oh, I see a dead body, da-da-da, da-da-da. Like, he was playing, like, he was, like, making a joke. But she wasn't, like, dead or anything like that. But it's just, like, me personally, especially if I'm going on vacation with hoes that I'm not super comfortable with, I'm gonna be taking mental note of all of that. Like, what you mean dead body? Like, bitch, ain't nothing dead. Like, yeah, it's nothing dead about me. Like, look at me. It just goes to show you that you gotta be careful. Like I said, back to the guys, it's just like you would think that, you know, certain people will have your back when they really don't. So rest in peace to Shanquella. You know, there's more coming out. They are saying FBI investigators, even over in Mexico, they are trying to get the girl back over to Mexico so she can be sentenced. But as I said earlier, the femicides, the minimum sentence is 20 years. So once our friend Dejanay Jackson, once she gets back over to the land, to the Mexican lands, yeah. So she better hope the chicas are feeling simpatica, because she's gonna get ran through. She's gonna get tore up. Also, what I don't understand is the fact that when the friends, now the one girl, as I was saying, she called the police, she called the authorities. Now the doctors, there was a doctor that pulled up on site, but the doctors are going to say oh, well, we can try to resuscitate her here, and apparently the friends were trying to, like, no, let's just keep her here, let's just keep her resuscitated here, and let's just see what we can do here. Baby, you're not a doctor. What, like, and then come to find out, they paid them a coin. I don't know if y'all can hear me. They paid the Mexican authorities a coin to keep it under the bush, to keep it underground so nobody would know about it. But that's the tea of the land. You know, it's no shade, but at the end of the day, you know, there's corrupt things going on with the American police, with the American doctors. So you better bet your bottom dollar that there's corruption going on over even in the Mexican lanes. Now, we all know that the US dollars equate to something to more money. So apparently the Mexican authorities were given, oh, well, just slot us this coin and we're just going to keep it on the hush. That's fucked up. And it should not be like that. Like, at the end of the day, you need to stay true to the practice in which you do. If you're a doctor, and if somebody, you know, now they already knew that something was fishy. Let's be honest. They should have took Shanquella to the hospital and got all of that dealt with. Next topic. Topic 2. Now, Andre Bing is a Virginian. He was a Walmart associate who ended up killing himself. He committed suicide after he killed 6 of his associates, 6 of his co-workers. Now, these people, the age range of the co-workers that passed away, rest in peace to them as well. The ages were 22 to 70 years old. He killed generations. But check this out. He left a death note. Apparently now, I don't know if he left the death note in Walmart. I don't know if he left it with another coworker. I don't know how Andre did this, but apparently Andre was feeling some type of way about what was going on with him at work. I don't know if it was some bullying going on. In the death note, quote, I was harassed by idiots with low intelligence. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. Hold on, because I'm reading the quotes. I was harassed by idiots with low intelligence and a lack of wisdom. So people have to understand that when you go to work, everybody's not in the same everybody's not operating on the same mental capacity as you. And that's including myself. Sometimes I go to work, I don't want to be there. I have a lot on my mind. And it's actually funny because a guy came up to me the other day at work and he was just like, and this is some sad shit to relate it back to Sages. He was just like, you look a little irritable. Like, you look like you just don't want to be here. And I was like, well, I don't. But at the same time, how you treat people, it goes a long way and it speaks volumes. Like, real shit. Like, those people, that's what always saddens my heart. The fact that these victims, they went home, they went to work and had no idea that they were not going to show back up the way that they came into work. Now, I used to work at Walmart. So I'm very aware of the Walmart culture, and it can be extremely stressful. Mental health is real. At the end of the day, you have to work on your mental health even outside of work. Some people go to work for an outlet. Some people go to work because their friends are at work. Their work duties, they have good relationships, things like that. But again, as I said, everybody's not showing up to work with the same mental capacity. So you have to be mindful. I don't know if Andre Bing was harassed or not, but something interesting that he also said in the death note was, sorry everyone, but I did not plan this. I promise things just fell in place like I was led by Satan. That is something spiritual that I feel like we could talk about 100%. Satan is definitely leading these girls into a path that they are not ready for. And at the end of the day, spiritually, that's what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, I feel like spirituality is very much so combined with your mental psyche as well. So, again, mentally, Andre, he had things that he needed to work through in his personal life. He had demons, he had skeletons in his closet. So it's just like, as a job, and that's why I study psychology. That's why I want to go more into the industrial field of psychology, because the reality of it is, these jobs think that just because they're dangling a check in your face, that you're supposed to just be happy, you're supposed to be content. But at the end of the day, it's management jobs as well to not make, to make things as smooth for their employees. It's management as well. Management will give you raise hell and high water, and act like they don't understand why their associates are not happy. You're not a good manager. You're just not. So at the end of the day, I feel like there definitely should be different mental health, arenas that employees should be able to go to and access. This reminds me also of somebody that I work with. When I worked at Walmart, I used to work with this guy. His name was Clyde. Oh my God, I said his name. I wasn't supposed to say his name. I gotta redo that. This person that I worked at Walmart with, they pumped me that they've been working at Walmart from the time that I believe they graduated from high school. Yes, we all know people. We all know those mamas. We all know those daddies that's been working for these corporations, whether it's a warehouse. They've been that's the culture of older people. You know, they don't mind working for a job for 25, 30 years. Now, the new culture, we want to get it how we live. We want to, you know, we want to be content creators. We want to be podcasters, which everybody is not equipped for that either. Let's talk about it. People are on podcasts talking about everything under the sun and nothing important. Y'all like my cup? Back into it, mental health, as I was saying, is real. There's people working for these companies, they're not happy with their lives. They are ready to hit it. They don't want to be there. So it's just like that right there, that's what I thought about. As soon as I heard about this case with Andre Bing, that's exactly what I thought about. There's people that are not happy with their jobs and they're ready to end it in any bitch that's in their way. Now, so many senseless killings, so many of them. When are they going to stop? What I was going to say earlier about Migos and Takeoff, you just got to be careful. Like me, you know, sometimes you got to say no. You know, sometimes if your friends are inviting you out and, you know, they're talking about some reckless shit, sometimes you're going to have to say no, especially when you're going different places. I hope everybody thinks, like, I'm talking about these topics for a reason. And I hope y'all catch that. Next topic is DWAYNE Dawkins, Pastor DWAYNE Dawkins. Now, Pastor DWAYNE Dawkins is in his 50s. He is originally from Florida, but he lives in Atlanta. He is the founder and CEO of DWAYNE Ministries. Now, this man is originally from New York. He moved to Atlanta, which that's already a red flag. DWAYNE Dawkins, girl. Now, Pastor DWAYNE Dawkins, he has been recently exposed for having a sex tape. It was leaked with an OnlyFans content creator that was a male. Now, recently, the trade is out here going to seminary school and still being sneaky. Now, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the religious girls. It's this entitlement, because the thing about it is, Pastor DWAYNE Dawkins, he has preached sermons condemning homosexuality, period. It's a gag, and it's like, I'm not laughing because at the end of the day, my heart goes out for Tamia. My heart goes out for the icon, for Tamia Dawkins. She is the wife of DWAYNE Dawkins, and they have 3 boys. Now, my thing about it is, if you're gay, I do feel like sexuality is something fluid. So even if you were a father and eventually you realize, like, okay, this is not working, that's one thing. But my thing is, be honest with yourself, you know, for your family. But you're a man and you sat and you preached and you condemned, and you're doing the dirt. Like, that is some dirt. Like, no shade. Like, and that's what, like, you know, I have cisgendered straight female friends. Like, you know, they're in my corner. The girls of the world are in my corner, period. So I'm gonna rock for them. I rock for the men. You know, I rock for my gay men, my friends, and like that as well. But I rock for the ones that are honest. Not the ones out here running game. I don't live for that. DWAYNE Dawkins made a sex tape. Now, he admits that because he was just recently in a conference talking about he's always had bisexual tendencies. And like my friend asked me, she asked, like, do you think that he was playing with the community or that he was really genuinely coming out? Now, I don't know. It's kind of like August Alsina. It's kind of like, you know, and somebody said online, I'm happy that DWAYNE didn't kill himself. Now, I can understand it's tough, especially when something is leaked. But, girl, how didn't you know it was going to be leaked when you had sex with an OnlyFans creator? You didn't go on Jack'd. You didn't go on Grindr and just find somebody random like, oh, let me, just get some booty. The girls be thinking like, oh, I got this sex tape. This is cunt for me. I can leak this. I can do this. I can get this coin. But at the end of the day, I get what the content creator was saying. At the end of the day, you got this content for you. You're a content creator. You want to get it out there. Ain't nobody worrying about what DWAYNE got to say. But at the same time, it's a way that you do things. The video, guys, I've seen the video. Yeah, it's graphic. It's very graphic. And in the video, that's why I'm saying what I say. I don't want people to start attacking like, oh, you're gay. You're supposed to be on the bandwagon. But no, at the end of the day, I know the SPFs. The sissy pump. I'm not going to say the last word. But the SPFs, y'all know what y'all be doing. We know what we be doing. But it's not right. But at the same time, DWAYNE is not right. DWAYNE is not right. And DWAYNE, he deserves what he has coming. But at the end of the day, I do want him to stay in tune with his mental health. Because it's tough. When I came out, that's something that we don't talk about a lot. It's tough. And it's something that a lot of people cannot understand. There's men that are old as dirt. DWAYNE is in his 50s. There's men that are old as dirt that are still not honest with themselves. But that brings me to religiosity. Religion, as y'all already know, and I have some content coming out about this, but religion can really be one of the biggest divides. Religion told DWAYNE to suppress his feelings. I'm going to go ahead and make a bold statement about that. A lot of times, especially when you're gay and growing up in the church, that's a whole nother level. The church girls don't care. They don't care about mental health. All of that is of the world. Mental health, mental, strength. They don't care about none of that. The Christian girls, they're ready to judge. They're ready to feel entitled. They're ready to preach. The girls are ready to preach. They're not ready to actually dig deep and dive deep with their congregation members. And they're not ready to dive deep and accept the fact that there's people in their congregation that are attracted to same sex. They don't believe in all that. And that's a topic for another day. But at the end of the day, the reality of it is y'all are telling people that that's not of God. That's the devil. That's the devil. That's the devil. But at the end of the day, the devil is what's happening now. The devil is when you tell people to suppress something for years and years and years, and they know they're not happy. Now, at the end of the day, there are some men out here that are just like, okay, I am attracted to women. I do want a cunt. I do want, I do want kids, because that's a big thing. A lot of, guys that be like, oh, I want kids. So this is what I have to do. Trust me, there's so many stories out there like that. But at the end of the day, people need to understand that there are so many options. There's so many different narratives and so many different things that you can do to have children. And they can be yours biologically. Because, a lot of the religion girls will say, well, it's only one way, a man and a woman, but okay, that's fine. You can do surrogate. You can do it. There's so many different options out here. Like, But that's the traditional mindset. But again, that traditional mindset is getting people hurt. And it got Tamia hurt. Because for Dwayne Dawkins to now be talking about, oh, he's always had bisexual tendencies. At the end of the day, they ain't tendencies. When he had that video with that man, that OnlyFans creator, he was having fun. That's not just a tendency. Baby, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. You plant this out. I just feel sorry for Tamia. He got boys, and it's not, I'm not even saying he got sons because he's gay, because come on now, there's gay men out here with children. And at the end of the day, being a gay man, that doesn't make you any less than a man. You're still a man, you can still take care of your shit, but it's about how you do it. When you're out here being, to me, he's a SPF. Dwayne Dawkins is a SPF to me. But at the end of the day, I feel for him. Because what's done in the dark is going to come to the light. But that's what I'm saying. You knew that you was with a content creator. Why did he not think that it was going to get leaked? I don't know. Guys, thanks so much for chatting with me tonight. I really want to appreciate everybody that's viewing. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on IG, The Real Joshua Langley. There will be loads of content coming, especially bleeding into 2023. The content is going to be endless, guys. Love y'all. Stay safe. Be safe. See you next time. Bye.